Hey there and welcome. I'm Jenny Kimmel, host of Momma Drama Trauma, and I just want to start by saying thank you for being here, and oh my gosh, thank you all so much for taking the time to share your feedback about the first episode. It truly means the world to me, and I want to thank you for being here once again and sharing in this moment with me. Guys, I just want to say I'm overwhelmed with all of your support. Whether you've already listened to episode 1 or this is your very first time joining me, I'm so glad you're here. Episode 1 is officially live, so make sure you go listen wherever you get your podcast if you haven't already. So I decided to do these videos the same week my podcasts are released because I know how lonely this experience can feel. These videos are a way to dive deeper into the stories I share and connect with those of you who are really needing it right now. The truth is, it's hard to explain what you're going through to someone who's never experienced this kind of heartbreak. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm saying my story out loud, even though I never imagined I'd be doing it so publicly. Because here's what I learned. When my life blew up, I couldn't believe how many other people told me they were going through the same thing. But quietly in the dark, because nobody talks about it out loud. And that silence, well, that silence is what makes you feel ashamed. It makes you feel like you did something wrong, but you didn't. You're not the one who broke the promises. You're not the one who walked away without a conversation. And you're not the one who started a new relationship before ending the one you were already in. That's one of the biggest takeaways and one of the biggest reasons I started this podcast. I remember sitting in my counselor's office completely lost. I had spent 22 years of my life running a business with my husband, raising our 3 boys, and managing our home. And suddenly, it was just me. Everything was left up to me to figure out. At 46 years old, I had no idea what I was going to do next. But one thing kept coming up in those conversations with Dr. Denise. I needed to help people. I didn't know how, but I knew I had to. At that same time, I desperately needed an outlet. Instead of oversharing on my personal page, I decided to create a space just for me. It was for me to vent, to post, to say whatever I needed to say. That's how Momma Drama Trauma was born. And here's a little fun fact just for you guys. The first idea for the name was me, you, and her. But Dr. Denise shut that down real quick. She reminded me this wasn't about them. It had to be about me and my healing. From there, I started posting my feelings, memes, and thoughts on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And people actually started following along on TikTok. Slowly, people began reaching out to me. I was shocked. Friends, acquaintances, even people I barely knew saying, I'm going through this too. Within the first year, several people had reached out to me privately because their partners had had an affair too. It blew my mind how many of us there are hurting in silence. That's why I chose to speak out, to give us a safe place, to say the words out loud that so many of us are forced to just swallow. And honestly, it's healing for me too. Speaking my truth out loud is part of my journey, and I hope it gives you permission to share your story as well. And let me be clear, this podcast isn't about blaming or bashing anyone. I am not here to tear anyone down. I am here to share what betrayal feels like, what heartbreak feels like, and what rebuilding your life feels like. Because it changes you. It makes you question your worth. It leaves you asking, why wasn't I enough? When the truth is, you are enough. This podcast is for anyone who's lost themselves in a marriage and parenthood or in heartbreak. It's for anyone starting over when they thought they had life figured out. It's for those of us rediscovering who we are when the life we planned gets ripped apart. We'll talk about surviving those first few weeks of betrayal, co-parenting with someone who broke your heart, reclaiming your identity, and even the terrifying thought of dating again. Ooh. We'll talk about motherhood, healing, and rebuilding from the ground up. I'll share my story, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. We'll have guests, maybe even some of you, because I want real, honest conversations. My hope is that you walk away from every episode knowing one thing: you are not alone, and you will make it through this no matter how hard it seems. And this brings me to something very important. This space isn't just about me. I want Momma Drama and Trauma to be a community, a place where you feel safe to share your story too. So I'd love for you guys to comment below and tell me where you're at in your journey or what journey you're on. Not everybody's journey is the same. Or if you're more comfortable, you can DM me on any of my social media platforms, or you can also send me an email. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and right here on YouTube, and share your experiences with us too. I might even post a quick poll just to see what part of the healing process you guys are all in, because I truly want to know where you are right now. If the podcast or this video has resonated with you, please subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And hit subscribe here on YouTube too. Share this video with a friend who needs to hear it, because chances are someone you know is walking through this same exact pain, but they're doing it quietly. And one last thing, I have something special coming up this Saturday, August 9th at 6 p.m. I will be going live right here on YouTube to talk more openly about this journey. I also want to add, I know so many of you are excited for the next episode, and I am too. I can't wait to share it with you guys. But it will drop on Tuesday, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. Until next time, take care of you. You are strong, you are worthy, and your story matters. Thanks, guys. See you next time.